Alright, welcome to the stream. How we doing, everybody? That's right, it's time for some trucking. We're going to start up something slightly different from the norm for today, but this is a game I started playing a week or two ago. Been having a lot of fun with it, so I figure we might as well do it as our opening game before we potentially get into some multiplayer for the night. So we'll check it out. We're going to do some American Truck Simulator. This game has been in my Steam library for a very long time. I've had it for years. And my intention is always, one of these days I'd like to check that out, maybe even stream it, see what it's like. Because I like the open road. I like driving around and stuff. But haven't had a chance to do it yet. And finally with this latest Steam summer sale that's been going on, I bought a grip of the DLC. And I've been playing it, and yeah, I think it's kind of fun, so I figure we do a little bit of it. Let's see where we are. Let's get the map loaded up first before we get into anything serious. Take a look at some of the specifics, because I just launched the game up, and a lot of times when you just start the game, it needs to load in the world real quick. Where are we exactly? Where is this? I don't know. Oh, we're at a service station. Alright. Interesting. I still don't know, where on the map we are, but anyway, this is my truck. I've played enough in the game where I can buy my own. You start with your own, shipping company, basically. There's no story or anything. This is a simulator game, but you start with, a shipping company, and you don't have much to your name, and you don't have, your own truck. You need to buy one. You can either do a bunch of odd jobs. They have these quick jobs, I call them, and you can earn money that way, or you get a loan from the bank, and then you can just buy one and do your own stuff. It's probably better. I haven't seen any bad attributes when it comes to doing the random odd jobs, and a lot of times it seems like they offer a lot more money. So. But, there's the whole RPG aspect of having your own truck that you can customize and everything. You can't customize the ones that you're given when you do the odd jobs. I put a bit of money into this truck so far, so I don't know that there's too much that we need to upgrade. Most of it's going to be cosmetic at this point. I even did one of these paint jobs, which is pretty nifty, if I do say so myself. There's some other nice things too, but I think to get the full effect, well, actually, some of these don't look too bad. Some of the full effect ones, I think you would need a trailer with one of the screens or whatever on the back to see everything. But there's a lot of different points, all these little dots and stuff. There's things you can customize. So, yeah, I want to cancel all modifications because I didn't actually choose any. I didn't even know that's what we were doing here. But hold on, let me take a look. Let's take a look and see where we are on the map. Oh, good, we're in New Mexico. Well, how about that? Yeah, there was a New Mexico DLC. This is actually probably why I bought the game in the first place, because New Mexico is where I grew up. So I thought it'd be cool to kind of take a look around and see what all there was in the New Mexico DLC. And it's pretty damn accurate. You could travel all sorts of different places. I mean, you got to pay for most of the DLCs to actually unlock these states and everything. I don't know what they gave you by default. I forget. I bought a pack, a Northwest pack, and a Southwest pack, and a couple other things. So there was a handful of things that are DLC. Probably most of it. I know Texas is a DLC. New Mexico is a DLC. I think Arizona was. God, probably all of these were. We might have only had California or something as the default. I forget. But yeah, I know Washington was. So there's Idaho mixed in there. Nebraska, some other shit. But anyway, handful of different things. I think my actual shipping company is somewhere around here. So we'll go check that out. Why is it so damn loud? Hold on. Just so I don't have to go back outside the game. Let me see. Is there, there's an audio thing. Is there a master volume? There damn well should be. There we go. Let's get that down to 50%. But anyway, it's kind of cool. You can sort of just drive around towns and stuff. I think that's neat. Get those damn UI mirrors. What's the point of having mirrors on the truck if you just have UI mirrors? I don't get it. I don't want to mess with them though. I want the full trucking experience. I even opted to go with the full manual transmission, which is a bit of a pain. I kind of wish I did automatic in a couple instances, but I think for the most part we're pretty much good. But anyway, here it is. Here's where I grew up. Pretty nifty, huh? It looks just like this. There's no embellishment or anything. It doesn't look any better or worse than any of this. If anybody's ever been to like a southwestern like city or something, that's like they kind of all look the same. Really low level, kind of flat stuff. The one thing I will say is that, and I don't think I could even see it. It should be that way, but there's a huge mountain range in Albuquerque in particular, the Sandias, and you can see it pretty much from anywhere in the city. I don't know why I can't see it here. They probably just didn't model it or something. Being that this is a simulator also, you have to follow the rules of the road, mostly. There's a couple instances where I don't do that, but, you know, few and far between. Yeah, out that way should be east, though. And to the east, there's like a huge mountain range. So it's not visible for whatever reason. They just don't have it on hand. I know that there's a couple, let me see, not that. I remember seeing a couple in, like, things where you could take a look at, I don't know, some kind of scenic routes. Oh, I see, it's over that way. Okay, there's one in, like, the overpass or something. The big overpass that's, like, in the middle of the city. I guess that's considered a scenic spot. Maybe we go check that out. We'll do a couple jobs or something. Probably stick around town here. You can go pretty damn far, but... What? Headlight? Oh my god. It's 6:28 a.m. Give me a break. See, you get fined and shit for not obeying the rules of the road. I didn't have my headlights on, so they ticketed me like $500 or something. Ridiculous. Go, sir. Goddamn. I don't even know who did that. There was, usually if you get ticketed by somebody, that means there's a police officer nearby. But I didn't even see one in the area. I'm just hiding in the bushes or something. Let's see if we can find the scenic spot. I don't usually like having that. No, shit, not that. That map in the bottom. But, I need it when I need to look at the map, like the GPS a little bit closer. It's kind of hard to see when you don't have it up, see? It's really far down there. I mean, if I'm only taking a look at it at a glance, I'd be like, yeah, okay, it's in that general area. I can kind of take a look at that, but otherwise, it's a little hard to see, so... Damn it, I keep hitting something. I think the little scenic spot is around here somewhere, though. I would think it's like down near the bottom, because I think I've driven over this overpass a couple times and I didn't actually see it, so... Let's see if we can find it. And then we can see the overpass in all of its glory. Absolutely thrilling. But there's a handful of places. It's, again, like I said at the very beginning, it simulates, like, road travel very, very well. And I'm kind of astounded, like, how well it matches. I used to go on road trips all the time, like, annually. So multiple times a year. So I know what it's like to be on the highways and freeways, and it's just like that, except it's a little bit shorter. It's not quite as tedious. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. See that little camera on the mini-map? So it's somewhere around there. I don't know where, though. It's like in the middle of that thing. I just don't see how you're supposed to get in there. Is there a way you can get outside the truck? I've been playing this game for like 15 hours, and I don't think I've figured that out if there is an actual method. Something like that. Oh, don't you start yawning, sir. So you're like police in the distance or something. Oh shit, it was green. Sorry. I can't leave. Well, the truck? Nah, I might be tied to the truck. There might not be a way to, like, actually get out. Yeah, it's somewhere up there, but I don't know where. I don't know how I'm supposed to get to that. I might be a little risky with it. Let's see. Did not use my turning indicators there. I hope they don't find me. Might be able to get to it from, like, over here. What the hell is that guy doing? Sir, are you okay? I think he just saw a pickup truck and then he freaked out. Yeah, I don't know. The camera's up there somewhere. I just don't know where. So, oh well. I wanted to see it. I've hit him up like once before, and it's like a little cutscene of sorts that just shows you like kind of the surrounding area. But yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. But anyway, this is kind of what the city I grew up in looks like. Regardless, it's sort of kind of in the downtown area. There's sort of more of an uptown. Once you start getting closer to the mountain range, it looks a little nicer. Because most of the downtown is just like highways and stuff. Then you get to kind of the city parts, and they have some of the larger buildings down in that area. But I mean, I don't think there's anything over like 5 stories. It's pretty bleak, pretty flat. Oh, now that's getting into downtown. That's the community center, or not a community center. What do they call it? Civic center. Not the community center. That's the ones with the pyramid-shaped rooftops. Not that. I think that might be a hospital. But the stuff that's a little bit further in the distance. Those ones, yeah. It's like the civic center. So they have conventions and shit. Somewhere around there, I think that's a church, that building that's like in the pink up front. And then somewhere around there, there's a hotel. There's like a really old hotel that was converted from like an insane asylum. That's somewhere in that area. I don't know specifically where though. How fast are we going? 40 on a 65? That's not bad. People won't get upset. That's a church. There's just like a lot of churches in the area. I guess so. Yeah, that hotel is somewhere around down there. It should be anyway. I know I'm fully maxed out on the bed icon. Yeah, you're getting tired. You'll start to notice there's not a whole lot that like really affects you in this game. There's like the tiredness and then the fuel gauge, and that's it. Fortunately, you don't need to like eat or anything along those lines. I say if there's a tiredness gauge, there should be like a eating and like a piss gauge or something. You should need to go. I want the full trucking experience. Where's the piss jar? Oh, there it is. It's the little mug down there. Let me see. Hold on. No, not that. Is there even... Now, if we continue down the highway, it looks like there's a sleeping area. Why don't we not do that? Also, this game usually performs pretty well, but it looks like it's a little choppy. So I might see about the graphical limitations. Let's just put it on high for right now and see if that helps. It's just a little more choppy than it usually is. Free as the wind. I should actually get back to my shipping center, my home base, but I don't know where it is. You know what I could do? Where is it? Not that. Hold on. I'll get it figured out. There it is. Quick travel. I get this quick travel. It cost me $60 to do that. Oh, it warped me with my turning indicator on. I know that whenever you quick travel back into Albuquerque, it puts you pretty much right where the shipping center is, I think. Or maybe not. It used to. Uh-oh. Now I'm lost. I'm getting tired. Oh shit, there was a... Hold on, I'm gonna do something maybe not quite so legal. It's okay. Nobody's here to see me. There's a rest point in this area, though. Let's see. You just park anywhere? Like, the bed icons are just, like, right in here. Let me see. Oh yeah. Put the parking brake on, get some rest. That's all you need to do. Fair enough. Okay. Well, I'm sure, let's take a job and let's try to keep it within the city. And I'm sure we'll be able to find more areas to kind of screw around in. But let's take a look. I'll just do freight because I need to get my trailer otherwise. Let's do it by origin. Albuquerque. It was like Albuquerque to Albuquerque. I'm sure that's not going to be too bad. Let's keep it in the city for right now. Then we will expand as the day goes on, I suppose. We'll expand our reach. God damn, it's loud. I wish there was a way to look behind you without... Like, I guess what that's supposed to be is, like, sticking your head out the window. Yeehaw! Welcome in, Ikiri. How's it going? I saw Vale was playing, like, roadside... something, like Diner Simulator. I was gonna joke, I was gonna go in there and joke, hey, maybe I'll make a stop in there at some point, because I'm gonna be playing American Truck Simulator in a minute. But I didn't get in there. Alright. Unfortunately, Ikiri, also, they don't seem to have... I wish I could go visit you in this game, but they don't seem to have anything quite East Coast. This game is mostly confined to stuff that's in the West. Southwest and I guess like Northwest territories seems to be mostly where it's at. Otherwise, I'd be trucking everywhere. I'd be going to see everybody that I know about, kind of around the area where they're at. Drop by for a hot dog. Okay. I'll see if I can get in there real quick. I'll see if I can find Vale's Diner. I kind of wish, I've been looking at like some of the roadside stuff, and there's like a lot of local little restaurants and food chains that I've been noticing. I'm like, oh hey, yeah, they're like not named the same, obviously, since they can't do that, but like I recognize like the structures and even the signage is a little bit the same. So like I kind of wish you could like go investigate them a little bit more. It just would be sort of neat. But I mean, the game is already pretty dang detailed, I must say, just by the look of everything. And again, like the feel of how you navigate through all the highways and everything, it just feels true to life. So they did as much as they probably should be able to with just Truck Simulator. Hey, we're about to approach the camera thing again. Oh, but I need to get off. I don't know where it's at. Hold on, I'm gonna... There's a late turn there. I'm gonna drive up here and just see if I can see it. I don't know where it is. Look at... Normally there's like a little green icon or something. and you can drive into the camera thing, and it'll do the little cutscene, but I don't see it anywhere in there. The thing is that there's so many different layers of roads that just overlap there. It might just be on the very top. I don't know what the issue is with that, but I would have liked to see a little cutscene or something. I don't think we could do that, though. Alright. We'll be getting off here in a sec. They even got the accurate street names. I've been taking a look, at least for the areas I'm familiar with, to see if the streets are the same, and they're all exactly the same. I think they cut out a few because, obviously, to make it, you know, the gameplay bearable, they don't have it like 1-1 accurate. That would just take too long to navigate all the way across these cities and states and everything. But, you know, for the most part, everything's lined up. Oh, there's a Sandias. Look at that. They're so tiny, though. They should be bigger. That's the mountain range I was talking about. You could see it from anywhere in the city, but it's huge. It'd be like double that size. Maybe even a little bit more. But, anyway. Akiri, I was telling the peoples, before you came in, but this is the city I grew up in. So what you're seeing is what I experienced for years and years and years. Not much to look at. Not here, anyway. It's got its charms. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're going really fast. Jesus. But yeah, Southwest America. It's, I don't know, it's different. And compared to like East Coast, and even like far West Coast or something like that. Oh, sir! The hell was that? Messing me up. Now I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what that is. I think there's a Best Buy that's supposed to be somewhere around there. That doesn't look like it though. That and a Babies R Us. I don't know. Maybe it's not there anymore. I don't know if that chain exists. You can't go deeper into the city though. It kind of sucks. There, I see that up there. Those are like little barriers preventing you from going too deep. You don't get to see like a ton of stuff, but you get to see enough of it. I guess the main parts is like anything that's connected to the freeways and highways. I hear a lot, though, that when people come down here, they're like, wow, it's a lot greener than I expected. And just because it's the desert, though, it's not like all sandy terrain. Usually when you're driving, though, like especially across the highways, that's mostly what you see. It's just like a lot of desert terrain. But once you get into the actual city, I mean, there's plenty of green around. I think with a lot of cities, there's actually like ordinances to have specific like amounts of greenery. That and like parks and everything. Guess that guy's not gonna go. I don't know if I have an arrow or not. I need to lower my seat, I think. I'm a little bit too high up. I can't see anything. You can do that, actually. Hold on. Vehicle adjustments. Just seat. There you go. Oops. Shut the engine off. Really know what this is. Mind you, even though I grew up in this city, there are a lot of like little things, and you know the details can't be 100% accurate, but there are a lot of little things that might not be something I'm exactly familiar with. Yeah, this is weird though. It's like a little neighborhood, like right in back of I don't know, like a business area or something. We were heading to a job. I don't know. I did bypass one of the exits that we needed to take, so we might have gotten a little bit off the beaten track. There's somebody in there. I haven't looked inside cars, I don't think, yet. So I haven't seen that there's actually, like, NPC people. I noticed that there are NPC people sometimes just, like, walking around on the streets, and they kind of surprise me each time because I'm not expecting to see them there. Usually once you get to, like, business areas and stuff, you start seeing a little bit more. I don't actually need to turn. Sorry, I'm one of those people I forget that my blinker's on. I'm gonna gun it. Phew! I didn't. Oh, there's a police officer right there too. He didn't see me. He didn't see me trying to catch that red. Oh, my garage is actually right around there. I'm gonna do like all truckers do and ignore the stop sign. I recognize it now that we're here. But yeah, the home garage that you start in is a shitty looking thing too. I can upgrade it, but it costs a lot of money to do it. But it's this right here. We can drive through. Say, got some stuff. This looks like the part where they it's like something in Breaking Bad where they cook meth. Sup, Lane? Welcome in. Fortnite? Alright, we'll do it in a minute. The stream's just started though, and I got this game running. So, maybe like 30 minutes to an hour. Got like 6 wins. Good job. Okay, we were looking for... This wasn't it. The job might have expired, actually, given the amount of time it took to get in there. Hold on. Let me see. Let me take a closer look at the map. Was there another place that was around here? You're good for a while. Need a break? Okay, I got you. Good deal, then. Oh, there was another place. I think it was that Venture, actually. Very loud. I just kind of wanted to keep it within the city, though, for right now. Oh shit, I'm hopped up on the curb. Jesus. I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell, sorry. Where is it? It's not in there. Is it in here? This might be in here. Hey, what's up, Lara? Good to see ya. No, it's not here either. Shit, we're just gonna... I think we're just gonna have to go take a job at that other place. I don't know where it's at. Lyra, what we're currently seeing is my hometown. Driving around it very erratically. It's a nice little place, though. I kind of want to go through some of the areas. I've taken a number of road trips through Arizona and into Nevada for Vegas and up through California. So eventually I would like to take some jobs that kind of take me out that direction. But I have not done it yet. You know, you could just like drive out to some areas without even taking jobs. I think it affects like your job rating or something, but whatever. Don't make no damn difference to me. Alright, let's take something. I guess let's keep it within the state if we can't keep it within the city. So that leaves, oh boy. We go to Clovis or we go to Roswell? Let's go to Roswell. You want to see how bad? I've talked about Roswell on stream before. I can see how bad it actually is. Hopefully, I don't know how accurate it's going to be. I've talked about Roswell a number of times, though. It's like the saddest place I've ever seen. Where is this thing? There it is. It might have changed within the few years. I don't know like how accurate this game is to like what time period. So there's a possibility that you know, things might look a little fresher. But I've been, goddamn, like Roswell is like there's nothing to do there. I mean, there's a lot of like tourist trap stuff. I'm actually gonna use this camera. There's a lot of like tourist trap stuff, like Alien Museum and a bunch of like bullshit. But they're like, when I went down there, like the theater was like the biggest thing. And it wasn't even open yet. People were just talking about it. Oh, did you hear they're gonna open up a theater? Kids that would have nothing to do, they would just hang out at like the local Target and Walmart, and Target was the new one, so like all the kids were hanging out, all the cool kids were hanging out at Target, and all the like the leftover kids were hanging out at the Walmart. And literally what they would do is they just like sit in the aisles and like talk to each other. That was it. I can't even imagine growing up in a place like that. It's like there's not even like a, you know, like there are kids that live in rural areas where there's like nothing urban to do. You don't go hang out at the mall or anything. I don't know, you know. But like there's not even like a forest or anything. It's just like flat desert. And nobody wants to go hang out in the flat desert. But it's pretty damn bad. They had their lampposts were cute because they were kind of bulb shaped, and then they had little alien eyes drawn on them. And I think they have a McDonald's at a play center in the shape of like a flying saucer UFO. So, you know, they lean into the alien thing. I think it's the only thing that Roswell really has going for it. Ain't much else. But yeah, it's definitely one of them drive-through states. We're going in this direction. This will be fun, though. I got some tunes too. You listen to some video game music while we're out on the open road. Nothing royalty free, but it shouldn't give me any flack from, you know, people wanting to content claim stuff. They get to go and I can't. There we go. What are we even hauling? I didn't see what the load was. Oh god, we got 2 trailers. Shit. That's a lot. It's more than I was expecting. I thought since it was just like within the state, it wouldn't be all that much. But no, it's quite a bit. I've never really had a problem with like underhauling, like not having enough to actually haul out whatever load I needed. And I've taken some heavy stuff. I've taken like some tractors and a bunch of different things, but the truck that I bought seems to be capable of taking all of it, so. Where do I need to, hold on. I'm gonna pop that up a little bit. I think I need to turn. You miss a turn in this game though, it's like missing a turn in real life. It's very true to life in that regard, because you're pretty much screwed otherwise. Camera's somewhere around there. It might be one of those things where you have to like walk, like get out maybe. I just don't know if you can actually leave the truck or not. almost looks like the Mandalay Bay right there. It isn't. There's no way. It's of similar quality, but it's got a similar shape to it. What can we get up to? 65? We'll go a little faster, shall we? Driving up to Roswell, I remember smelling one of the most horrible smells ever in my lifetime. I think there was some kind of like fish factory or something. They didn't like breed fish there, but I think they like canned fish. It was nasty smelling though. I don't know what the hell that was. It was outside the city limits to a fair degree. I wonder if we'll see it though. I think it was before Roswell. I feel like it was like right before it. Might be one of those things where it was like a little bit after though. I don't remember the exact logistics of where that thing was. But yeah, it just smelled like rotten, like putrid fish. And I think there was a sign on the side of the road that said something fishery. So I was like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. You see and smell a lot of weird things on the road, though, because there's a lot of strange stuff out there. Especially if you're in, like, farmlands and everything. A lot of cattle. They gotta smell. It's a little on the rancid side. I like driving at night. Usually if I do a road trip, I find it more enjoyable to drive at night than I do to drive during the middle of the day. But, you know, driving at night's can be kind of dangerous. It's not always the most preferable thing to do. It's kind of fun, though. I mean, whenever I take a road trip and I've had friends along, usually we talk about, I don't know, UFO stories, alien encounters. It's just like different things like that while on the road. I just have fond memories of shooting the shit about weird topics. The dead of night on a American highway. Freeway. I saw that there was a list of mods that you can incorporate into this game. I don't know what extent they are, but I hope there's like weird shit. Like, once I'm good and done with this game, maybe, I'll probably want to take a look through there and see if there's anything interesting. I want to see like UFOs flying across the sky. I want to turn to the side and have like a ghost in the chair or something. CJ Love. Stretching the I-10 along Max, US, meat farms. God, that smell. Yep. Stuff like that. Fisheries, farms, meat factories, plants of various sorts. I will say that there's one back where we were at in Albuquerque that's actually quite pleasant. It was General Mills has a factory in there. You pass by that and it smells like fresh cornflakes every time. That's kind of the only one that I've ever passed by that's actually been nice. Everything else is god-awful. Everything else has a smell. Some sort of foul stench miles out from where it's at. But yeah, basically, you never know what you're going to pass by, unless you do. But for the most part, it's just like, oh boy, here's something. Prepare your noses. It bleeds through the, even if you have like circulated air going through, it gets in there, penetrates and permeates, lingers. Yeah, cows out this way, if you're going like west of Albuquerque and like kind of through New Mexico into Texas and stuff, especially in Texas, there's like a lot. There's a lot of cows. A lot of farmland. And that, you know, it just smells like shit. But it's not great regardless. Although I will say that probably it's as smelly as it is, it probably beats like that meat factory or whatever you're talking about. Hop on the brakes a little. It's a shitty situation. You could say that, yeah. do remember needing to turn to the right, getting into Roswell. We're going to Vaughn. What the hell? Boy, this seems weird. It's one of those things. Last time I took a road trip and I went out kind of the Roswell area, I did not... Like, GPSs and smartphones were not a thing, so we had to use just like a good old-fashioned map and look at the road signs and stuff. But, yeah, there were probably weird little turns onto these little side streets. A family trip from Florida to Arizona, 75. Then the 10, stay on that till you got to Arizona. I remember using the 10, I think, to get from New Mexico pretty much all the way through to Nevada, I think it was the 10. That one stretches pretty straight for a long while. You go through a lot of different places. But, yeah, when I used to do, like, annual road trips, kind of to get into Vegas, basically, for CES, we'd always take one freeway. It might have been the 10, I think it was, and then it would just always get you straight from one state to the next. Didn't have to make any turns or anything. I tell a lie. I guess there was one turn. There's one turn in Arizona you need to make, but after that, it's like just a straight shot. But it kind of surprises me how these roads wind and turn, but still get you plenty of places. What the hell was that? It's like a light turned on behind me. That was weird. It's like, what is this song? It's like the instrumental cover of God, what was it? It's from We Love Katamari, but it's like the mobile version. I Love Katamari, but it's an instrumental. You're in Texas. 1 to 2 days later, you're still in Texas. I don't doubt it. The longest road trip I've ever taken was from New Mexico to Florida. I think we were going to Disney World. We stopped at Louisiana first to visit some family, and then we went from there. Okay, bypassed the way station. Good. I went from there to Florida, and I know we had to make a couple stops. I forget if we had the family camper at that point, but Texas, I remember being quite large, as one would expect. They have a stop sign too, or no? I'm just gonna go. Sorry, folks. I need to put my gears in order. Give me a sec. Nolans. Hike, you're in kind of like the Louisiana area, aren't you? Or am I thinking wrong? I've been down there once. We went to visit family. It was funny. I think I remember talking about this too, but like we went to go visit some family down there, and they lived right next to like a swamp, which I don't know how common that is, but the house that they lived in, it was a big family too. It's like a dozen people or something like that, but they all lived in the same house, and they lived like right next to a swamp. And I remember I was playing with the kids that were in there, and then we were playing outside. And then for my benefit, they're like, nah, y'all don't go down there to them swamps. There's a gator in there. I'm like, oh. I was like 5 or something at the time too, but this is like the first time I actually like, oh yeah, there's actually like dangerous animals. Gators just within arm's reach, I guess. Right by the Gulf, 7 miles off, wow. The old swamp puppies, yeah. I didn't actually see one. I did go take a look out at the swamp just to look at it, but I didn't see one. But you know how it is out there. I mean, there's all sorts of moss and shit. I don't want to be, oh shit. Yeah, I don't want to be in the passing lane. But there's all sorts of moss and stuff out there, so they're probably well camouflaged. I wouldn't be able to see them anyway, more than likely. Remember the kids down there for fun. I'm talking about what the kids in Roswell used to do for fun. But the kids down there for fun would, they'd just get a fly swatter, and then if you were lucky, you got an electric one. And they just go around hitting flies. I remember one of the older folks that lived in that house. He gifted me my very own fly swatter. He gave me a choice of like 3 different ones. They're all different colors. Now, which one you want? I got purple, I got green, I got blue. I think I took the blue one. I don't even know if I took it with me. But everybody was just like kind of in the porch area, just trying to swat flies. And then we went indoors and I found out that they had a Sega Genesis. And that was the very first time I ever played Sega Genesis. If it was at night, shine a light in the water, you see all the eyes looking at you. Oh, yeah. That would have been a good idea, but I don't think we were there that long. We were there just like for a few hours and then we left. We didn't get a chance to like stay overnight and see all the potential gators start roaming around or looking at us from the swamp. Next time I'm down there, it's been a minute though. I've not been to the anywhere east of Texas in a long time. I wouldn't mind though. I wouldn't mind driving out and seeing some stuff. Again, being in the Southwest, there's just like so much of the area just looks the same until you start getting into the California area. Even then, it's still like a lot of desert, but you don't see a lot of green. I remember that was the most remarkable thing to me, like just taking in the terrain. I was a kid too, so it's like I wasn't super paying attention, but just like there's so much green out there. Come visit you, maybe. Who knows? Drive out there. Love to see Tennessee. Oh, you assholes. Everybody's breaking. I keep like like taking short breaks to look at chat for a second, and then everybody's breaking in front of me. And I'm crashing into somebody. I gotta get my car in order and everything, make sure it's roadworthy though. It's been, not on the fritz. It runs fine for like city usage, like within the city limits, but I don't know if it would do too great going any further than that. There's been I've wanted to like just drive out and go hit up a couple things, but I think I need to get that all sorted before I can. This must be a Street Fighter EX3 track, because I don't know what the hell I'm listening to. Oh, are we in Roswell already? I see my destination up there. Man, I can't see shit. That's a shame. We'll deliver it, and then we'll maybe sleep somewhere until daytime, and then see if we can take a look around Roswell and just see how bad it is. Coming through. Damn it, I missed the green. Man, is this artificial intelligence bomb? Holy shit, I haven't heard this track in years. It's been a long time. I remember when this track was a meme. The early one, too. That must have been like, oh boy, early 2010s? 2012, 2013 at the latest? It's been a minute. Ah, the long process of waiting for the lights. Oh, good. Americad Supermarket. That's probably one of the places where the teenagers hang out. Ooh, Neil's. Super Bowl hats and more. Whoa, sir. What the hell? The guy just made an illegal... I'm going anyway. Bunch of freaks out in Roswell. Alright. Where should I place it? Give me another camera angle. Whoa. camera angle's too high. I need to get back. Hold up, hold up. Let's get it back into a normal rate. What is this? This almost looks like it's supposed to be a Walmart. Ah, so this is one of the places where the teenagers hang out. Shoptown, oh yeah. Sometimes, like, okay, there's like a local chain called Blake's, and they like call it Drake's or something. So it's like sometimes they're pretty close to like the name, and then sometimes they'll just like make up whatever. I have seen, there was a Walmart equivalent, it was called like Waldorf's or something. So there was that. There we go. This is my favorite, one of my favorite tracks from Katamari Damacy. And I don't think it was even attached to a level. I think it's in the, it's like in the Constellation viewer or something. Oh, use the Real Company mod? Yeah, I actually haven't looked at the mod list, so I could definitely go through there. I do get a kick, I will say. I might do that at some point, but I do get a kick out of seeing like fake companies. I like seeing what they come up with. Alright. But I bet you, like, once I'm ready for a change of pace or something, I'll take a look at the mod list and see if there's like some fun stuff to put in there. Might see some interesting things. Ugh. Honto. Welcome, sir. You mean, what the heck is this? This is a truck. Isn't this what you do for a living? Oh, he was going for a pun. He didn't say what the heck, what is this? He said, what the heck? No, there's no lot lizards. It might be DLC. It might be. I haven't. Granted, I haven't taken a look at all of it, so we might be able to pick that up at some point. I'll take a look before the Steam sale ends. Oh shit, that's not where I want to go. All right. There is a rest stop just across the way here, so I think I'm going to go there so we can see some of this town in the daytime, and then we can take a look at Roswell and see what they got in here. I hope that they have that McDonald's with the UFO Play Center. I just want to see. It's been a long time since I've been in Roswell, so I want to see how things have progressed since I've been gone. Ah, iFlop. Yes, the iFlop restaurant. Hold on, I gotta make a Yui. Give me a sec. Don't mind me, folks. There we go. Just gonna hop in here real quick. Oh no, this is a garage. We can't sleep here. Shit. Yeah, he's just that manly, Honto. Is he driving with his dick? No, I guess the hands would have been in the way or something. I don't know. 180,000. Regrettably, you can't afford this one. This is a Street Fighter EX3. What is? Whose is this? Is this Ken's? I forget. This is a good track. This soundtrack is amazing, by the way. Street Fighter EX3. I don't know what the hell they were cooking when they were making this, but they thought for whatever reason that this very sort of obscure and not exactly followed up on version of Street Fighter should have like the best soundtrack ever. U-turn simulator. I do the best U-turns ever. Nobody makes a better U-turn than me. There's there's got to be somewhere around in Roswell where they have like one of the cinematic things too, or we could like see the town in some sort of grandiose fashion. So I want to see if we can see something like that. Oh, I think I see one. There's there's two things. There's a regular camera and then like the movie camera. There's a gas station. Hold on. No, we just dropped it off. I just unloaded it. So I just got my regular truck. Oh shit, my lights aren't on. Oh no, they are. Never mind. There we go. Scared me for a second. Thought I was just trucking around, driving wherever with I mean, you can do that. You probably will get penalized, but we could. I mean, it's very possible for us just to take a job and then just start dicking around and driving wherever. But no, you could do stuff in between jobs. You don't necessarily have to always be trucking around with a load. It's kind of cool. There is an RPG element to it, so you can just like kind of roam around cities and stuff. Oh, hey, look, that's what I was talking about. They got the street lamps with the little eyeballs on them. Look, isn't it amazing? That's the one interesting thing about Roswell. No, it doesn't. There's nothing on the East Coast, unfortunately. This game is all West Coast and Southwest and Northwest. There's nothing out east. I think this game goes as far as Texas, and then they just released like an Iowa DLC or something. I know, everybody clamoring for that one. They're very detailed, though, I must say, so. What is this? Why is this here? It's like some back alley where you go to get crack. No, you can. It is very possible. I've actually seen somebody stream this game from LA, and they were driving around LA just to kind of see how accurate it was on their end. I am from New Mexico, so I got the New Mexico DLC to see what all is in New Mexico and how accurate it is. How accurate that the Castlevania music is playing, because we know all the vampires hang out in Roswell. Look, there's the mini market and the UFO center. that one's actually real. There is like a lot of really, really bad tourist trap like UFO shit. There's the UFO gallery. I wouldn't doubt if that's the actual artwork. Oh lord. There's a bunch of UFO costumes. People do live in New Mexico. It's probing time. Hey look, there's the Drakes. Not to be confused with Blake's. Alright, wasn't that exciting? Did you, like, you get a real sense of what Roswell's actually like. I can honestly 100% truthfully say that's about all Roswell has to offer. Just a bunch of tourist traps and then, like, not much else. You get, like, a bunch of alien-themed shit that is not good, and then everything else is just like what you would see in, like, the worst USA cities ever. Oh good, we discovered a recruitment agency at the Zone 2. Narrow Blanca. Oh come on, you feel like you were actually there. Oh, that's the, okay. I thought, it told me like right there, and that's the first thing I see. I'm like, yep, that's the recruitment agency, alright. Pretty thrilling. Go, sir. Yeah, that's kind of it, though. Again, I haven't really been through Roswell IRL in a minute, but, there is not much to do here. I was talking about it earlier on the stream, but all the kids here, there's so little to do in Roswell that all the kids here just hang out at the local Target and Walmart, and literally all they do is just sit in the middle of the aisles and just, like, talk. That's it. It's the most thrilling place in America. And the only reason I drove through here, I think, it wasn't even just to go to Roswell, but it was to pass through here on our way to Carlsbad to see Carlsbad Caverns. It looks like a great place to retire. I don't know if you can make it to retirement age here. This complex looks a little seedy. Actually, now that I think about it, I wonder if there is a Carlsbad. There's not much in Carlsbad either. There's less in Carlsbad, I think, than there is in Roswell. Like, the biggest thing is the caverns, which is really cool. Like, Carlsbad Caverns is like an amazing place, but, you know, like the actual city around there, I remember it looking like an actual Old West town. I look at the Donut Mart, and there's a couple Cretans hanging outside. Well, I think we saw the Walmart, the one Walmart that they have out there. I think that's where we delivered the load to. I don't know if they have the Target. Last time, and it's been probably about 15 years, but last time that I went to Roswell, passed through it, they had just opened up that Target, so it was like the hot new thing. But there's the UFO thing. Whoa. They got little UFO people. Little alien people. UFO people. Yeah, they little aliens hanging out up top there. Hey, and that's it. That was it. Look, we're already at, like, at the city limits, basically. Jesus. Again, I don't know to what time period. I would have to assume at least like the mid-2010s when they were making this, so I don't know like to what point it's accurate. But, yeah, this is about as bad as it was about 15 years ago. Oh, hey, here's the General Mills. This is where they make the cereal. I swear there was like a giant alien guy like on the entrances on one of the cities. I don't know where that is though. I guess it's a little harder to see like in the middle of the night. But there used to be like a big alien guy. And we didn't see that. It wasn't even in the cinematic thing. CJ, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I don't really know where to like even start looking for that. Like we can't go very far because most of these little areas are blocked off and everything. But oh well. Again, thank you for the follow. Not all of my streams are this thrilling. Tire exchange. I'm just gonna drive to the entrance and see if I can see it, otherwise I'm just gonna fast travel back to Albuquerque. We'll see if we can pick up another job. I don't know that there'd be too many shipping jobs like straight from Roswell. I'm guessing probably not. Although it did seem like they had a couple factories or something. So Blaster Master. I haven't heard Blaster Master in a minute, too. I think last time I heard it was last time I played it. Which actually wasn't that long ago. It was probably about 10 years ago. But still, it's been a minute. I didn't play through all of it either. I think I just got through Area 1. That looks important. That building is probably something. I don't know what, though. I'd have to assume some kind of, like, town hall. Happy Cattle. Used cars. Oh, there it is. That's the McDonald's. This is one of the things I was looking for. They just call it B. Yeah, that's the McDonald's with the play center in the shape of the flying saucer. It's kind of cool. Whoa, 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 whoa. What? There's an invisible wall here. Yeah, there's like nothing blocking me. This must be one of them UFO force fields. Well, I kind of wanted to drive around it, but oh well. Well, it's cool that they got it like somewhat accurate though. being sort of at the entrance of town, so... The McDonald's, that is. So the little alien dude, or the big alien dude, I should say, it's probably around here somewhere, too. One of those keys. I was kind of feeling around for it. There's an ad for the Balloon Fiesta. That's in Albuquerque, though. That's not in Roswell. Yeah, Roswell would be lucky to have an event like that. I feel bad for people that travel out for the Balloon Fiesta. They hold it in October, which is like the windiest month there. And the balloons, like, half the time they don't even go up. So it's like the people that come out here a week. I know there are people that, it's the International Balloon Fiesta. So there's like people from all over the world that come to see this thing. And it's like half the time it's a failure. It's a pain in the ass to get in there, too. The last few times I had like options to go to the Balloon Fiesta, I opted just like, nah, I don't want to deal with it. You gotta go at the crack of dawn if you want to see like the initial launch, mass ascension they call it. And then, you know, you gotta beat like hundreds, thousands of people to get in there. And I know the last couple times I attempted to get in there for like the mass ascension stuff, it was like, we couldn't even get in. It's like the line was that long. So even if the balloons did go up, you were in the park to actually see it. So, I don't know. I don't know if they've revamped it in the past like decade or something, because it's been a long time since I even tried. But if they didn't, it's still a pain. All right, hold on. Let me get to the map, and I'm gonna fast travel. Do quick travel back to Albuquerque. $412, shit. It's a good thing we made like $8,000 on that last trip. Where are we? Alright. Whatever. We'll take one more job, and then I'll probably move on to do a little Fortnite. Let's see what there is. We've got... Let's probably not make it too long. Alamogordo. We've got Clovis. Gallup's really short. Holbrook. Oh, we're getting into Arizona territory. Anything else within the actual city? Tucumcari. Straddle stop at Tucumcari. Las Cruces. Oh, that's down in Artesia. Now we need something in the origin of Albuquerque. Let's do that short one. Where was that at? That was going to Gallup. There's one for 8,000. There's one for 5,000. I wonder which one I should take. Okay. So if you're doing like your own truck business, you gotta drive to where you gotta pick up your freight from, so kind of a pain, but I think it adds to the simulator experience. If you're like really pressed for time though, you can just go into quick jobs, like I was mentioning before, and you can just take a quick job. It'll set you up. What did I crash into? What? Oh, I think that was his fault. Hope I didn't take any damage from that. Anyway. Oh, this is the one where we need to turn. Damn. my famous U-turns. Sorry, sir. It's apparently the one that I crashed into. He snuck up on me. What do you mean red light violation? I turned on a red. I turned right on a red. I got half a mind to reload this shit. I ain't gonna do it though. They've been real cheap with me lately. We'll go to the frontage road. Let this guy pass before I get in there. Yeah, that guy, okay. In my mirror, it looked like he was driving with no headlights on. I was like, now that's an offense. It was like 6 a.m. The sun had broke, you know, by quite a long while. It was clearly daylight, and they're like, oh, no, you can't be driving around without your lights on. I guess I get it if you're driving, like, against the sun or something, like the sun rising. Yeah, you want you to have your lights on. But, I don't think it even called for that. I feel like it was already well up. We're approaching that camera thing again, but seeing like the camera symbol in Roswell when we were there, there was a film camera and then there was a like a digital hand camera, and I think maybe the hand camera is like an opportunity for you. It's like, look, here's this to look at. I think it might just be like something that's sort of scenic that maybe you can use a photo mode with. Like, here's a good photo opportunity, but there might not be like something that you could actually interact with in terms of like driving into like an icon or something like we did with the movie camera. The movie camera actually triggered a full cutscene and everything, so. Bank over there. It stands out. Oh, we're in downtown. It stands out because it's green. They got these green lights that are on it. It's like the only building in the city that does that. You'd think more would do it, but I don't know. Maybe they have a stranglehold on the lighting your building up at night. But the green one is a bank. There's a couple more. You see those ones? No. Well, we saw them earlier. I guess you can't see them now, but the ones that have the pyramid-shaped rooftops, those are the ones that are for the community center. Civic Center. I keep calling it a community center. This is the Civic Center where you hold conventions. Oh, hey, this place. I think this is. I got into an accident here once. I was driving with my grandfather, and we were turning on that interpath, or that. I think it was that one back there. We weren't turning, actually. We were just driving from one light to the next in the intersection, and some idiot kid just got his license. I think we learned he was 16 or something, just T-boned us. Well, I guess it wasn't dead center, so maybe it wasn't a T-bone, but he completely destroyed that car. Both my grandfather's and the one he was driving. Somewhere back here. I don't like these shady background deals. I guess all these shipping centers got a deal in the dark, though. Got all these warehouses where you least expect them. Sharpie, welcome in. How you doing, ma'am? Congratulations on beating Last of Us. Sholo, Arizona. What the hell is that? Let's not go there. Let's do the one. Oh no, the Gallup one for 8,000 is gone. Damn, we missed out on that job, so we're forced to take the 5,000 one. Let's do this one though. Trailer is ready. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. It popped up like sort of late on the GPS. Was good, about to pass out. I got you. Well, it was a trying experience, but still glad you got through it. It's a pretty cool game. I only played it for the first time myself a couple years ago, and then I played the second one kind of right after it too. It's fun though. The second one has better game mechanics. I think I like that one a little bit better, just on the game mechanic level. But I think I like the story of the first one better. Good, good, good. Good to hear, though. I was like seeing games completed on stream. Zombies are scary. Again, I think with the second one, what lends to the gameplay being better in that one, I think, is the better zombies. I think the zombies are they're freakier in the sequel. I kind of want to play the second one again, to be quite honest. I don't know if I'd play the first one again so soon, but I might get they just like remastered it relatively recently, I think last year. And if you have the original, you get the upgrade pack for like 10-15 bucks or something. I think I might get it. So many jump scares. Did they stuck up on you? Yeah, you were making pretty liberal use of the detection thing, though. I don't even remember that. I'm sure it was in there when I played it. I played the... did I play... No, I didn't play the PS3 version. I played the PS4 remastered version. So it wasn't when they started doing part 1. But I don't remember that mechanic. I know there was like an RPG element to it, so it might have been something that upgraded a little bit over time, but I don't even remember using that. If they're scary, you're gonna shit yourself. Well, I hate to say it, but you might. It might come to that if you play the sequel. It's fun. It's a very fun game, though. I like the sequel, even just on a gameplay level, quite a bit. But stealth games and stuff are kind of my thing. I do dig them quite a bit. And that kind of catered into that sort of gameplay style. A lot of potential for stealth, sneaking up on people and, you know, getting kills and stuff without alerting the masses. I do also like post-apocalyptic stuff. I like seeing rundown cities and everything. And there was plenty of that in the sequel. Currently, we're still driving through Albuquerque. We're getting through my home city. I think there was a Sega Genesis rendition of Coffin Nails from MF2. It was in the Sega Genesis sound font. I just realized that. This gotta be a Street Fighter EX3. I don't know whose it is, though. It might be like Zangief's or something. It sounds like it's sort of heavy. Ain't much to look at here. I think we're just about to get on the frontage road or something again. Looks like we continue on out that way a little bit if we wanted to. No, you better not. I said no. You stay where you are, sir and or madam. I have the right of way. It'll take forever to get up this hill too. They're gonna have to wait for me. I need to, I mean, it might just come with an upgraded truck or something. I have like one of the lower end Volvo trucks you can get. But I need to see if I can get a truck that has better, like, handling with hills. I think I upgraded the engine to about as good as I can get. And again, I guess if you level up, because there is a leveling system to this game, but if you level up, it does seem like you have access to better parts. So it might just be like a better transistor engine or something. But every time I get up a hill, you know, when we're with cargo, it seems like it takes a sec to get up there. To be expected. I mean, we are hauling quite a bit. Oh yeah, look at that. That's nifty. Cinematic camera. Emerging. Yeah, it's a little hard to control with the cinematic camera. Probably don't want to do that too often. We climb up speed a little bit too. I don't recognize this. I haven't really been paying attention either, so I don't know where exactly we are. Oh, that's still downtown out that way. That's that bank I was talking about before. So we're definitely still within Albuquerque, I think. Oh, we have to make a turn here. I was going to say, I think if we continue on a little further, the only thing out here really to look at is a casino. Which, again, not one of the most thrilling things, but, you know, it's kind of cool. Some concerts I've been to out there. They have a little amphitheater. I went to go see Huey Lewis in the News. I think it's still the News. I went to see Huey Lewis up there. He played all the hits. It was great. We're heading towards 12th Street. This is where, like, old city comes into play. I think Old Town is kind of out in this direction. Ooh, the Indian Village. There's an old feed store I went to one time. It looks like it's right out of the Old West. Just rickety wood everywhere. They had barrels full of stuff. Just scoop it out. What was that? There's like plants growing on the road. That doesn't seem right. Not the greatest city in the world, but take care of the roads. I don't think I've ever seen like weeds growing on a well-traveled road. Wow. That's very risky. I don't like that it keeps like whipping into the same camera angle. It just moves up a little bit further. But yeah, that's kind of risky. I only am doing it because there's literally like nobody on the road. If there was like a modicum of people, I would not switch to that. Or if there was a turn. There's no way I could see where I was going if there was a turn. Oh, arcade zone. I see this is in an alternate reality where arcades are still a thing. I haven't seen an arcade, like a legitimate arcade. I haven't seen one in a while. I've been to a barcade recently, Las Vegas. There's a few of them. It's kind of cool. You get drinks. There's like a standard bar, and then most of the lounge areas are just like packed to the brim with arcade cabinets. Got a bunch of old stuff. Well, it's actually mostly old stuff. I don't think I saw like a modern arcade game. The only modern arcade games I would even think of that are like traditional from the ones that you remember back in the 90s would be like fighting games. I don't think there's anything brand new like that. It's mostly a bunch of older stuff from like late 80s into like the mid 90s or so. What time is it in game? That's not what I wanted. It is 6:26 a.m. I couldn't tell if like the sun was setting or if dawn was breaking. Oh no, he's getting tired. We just rested not that long ago. I guess I did fast travel. I don't know if that takes like a toll on him. How much longer we got? We got an hour 14 in-game time. I'm sure he could put up with it. Hold out, my man. Drink a Red Bull or something. I know you got something in here. You got a coffee cup. Look at that. Oh, shit. Did not mean to turn. Alright, Derpy. You have a good night. We'll catch you later. You take care. Good night, homie. Look at those hills you see everywhere. It's like these brown hills dotted with a bunch of foliage. Keep awake, man. It's not that much longer. I know you can do it. Actually, we're going... Oh shit, no, we're going 80. I was like, we're going like 76. The limit's 75. I'm just gonna put cruise control on. There's no way in hell... And I know this is a video game, so they probably will anyway, but they're like driving around New Mexico for real. You can be going 5 over and nobody will bat an eyelash. In front of a cop too, they do it too. You know, if it's a 35, they'll go 40, so does everybody else. No chance in hell anyone's gonna pull you over. Unless they're like, I don't know, transfer from some other state where they gotta stick up their ass. I know it's different. I know people have told me, like in Texas and stuff, they drive around, or like some other states, cities, and you know, you go 1 mile over and cops will pull you over. But New Mexico, they do not give a shit. So I find it astounding anytime I get a ticket, especially if I'm within the state. I'm like, nah, that's not right. I gotta get over. Go ahead of me, please. It's like swaying around all over the place. Surprised we didn't hit somebody. Make it like a deep turn too. Had this been in reality, I might have tipped this truck over. $40. So slow though. Much to look at here. This is Gallup, I think? Yeah. I must have traveled through here because it didn't tell me that I've found Gallup. Yeah, I haven't played this for very long. Again, I just started playing like last week. But... Oh, never mind. There it is. Well, never mind then. I even got an achievement for it. Discover at least 10 cities in New Mexico. Nice. Yeah, I know, game. Sleep is overtaking me, but I gotta deliver. We can't not deliver, especially when it's so close. Hey, it's my store. Red 7 building material. Brick, sandstone. Coming up on something. it's the Nameek company. I've done a few deliveries for them. Is it this? No, we need to go up further. Yeah, there's another one. Never mind. I tell a lie. There's another company up here. I'll push a thumbtack into yourself, please. It's so close. Staving off sleep. Okay. The GPS is still telling me to go up a little bit further. I was like confused. Like, how do I even get into this thing? You think through there? Yeah, it's through here. That was a dirt road. Where do you need it? We'll try the experienced one. If I end up screwing it up, then I'll skip it. Oh, that's probably not too bad. Hold on. This game lets you get away with some shit. I've done some of the experienced parking jobs without doing anything too, like, super. Hold on. I think we can get it. I gotta push it a little bit. There we go. Yeah, it's still off center. Damn. Not as easy as I was gonna be open. And I got the sleep thing. Oh, let's see. I might be able to scooch in there. It's like we're damn close to that other one, but I think I can get it. Oh, I pushed it a little bit too far. Sometimes you can be a little bit off though, and it'll still give it to you. So let's just back in there and see. This might be a bit much. Oh, wait, they gave it to me. Remarkable. No, stop. There we go. If this was an actual loading bay, that would never fly. I've had to unload trucks before, and you gotta be fairly precise. Hey, we got level up. What should I pick? Long distance. I like doing bonus type stuff, or fuel economy's nice. High value cargo, I almost feel like I want to do though, because I've seen some high value cargo go up there and you get like a lot of money for it. Might see about even just trying to max that out. See if we get some good stuff. Wait, we're still in reverse. Alright, we gotta find this guy somewhere to sleep. Unfortunately, you can't just pull over on the side of the road. I would risk it too if they like gave you the opportunity. Like, risk it and try to sleep on the side of the road? But they don't do that, unfortunately. You gotta find like designated sleeping zones. It looks like there's one relatively close though. I might be able to get in here. Maybe. No, wait, hold on. We would need to get on that road. Way to get. There was some back here. I bet you if I just drive to the front of the city, I'll probably find it. Taylor, I'm driving around my home state. I think there's something in there might be an Illinois expansion. I come up and find you, man. I don't know. I like road trips, so this game has been sitting in my library for a long time. I got it when they dropped the New Mexico expansion DLC. I'm like, I might want to give that a try, and then I hadn't played it. It was in my library for years and years and years. This game came out like late 2010s or something like that. It's still going too. They just released an expansion pack recently, and I finally got some like more DLC for the Steam Summer Sale, and I started playing it last week. Actually, I get a kick out of it. It simulates being on the road pretty damn accurately. Put my own music on the radio, kick back. Well, not really, but you know, get that cruise control going. Sit back. Oh shit! I thought that was a stop sign. My bad. Yeah, there is a backing up trailer minigame. Actually, that's just the full game. Did you just popped in? I was like, there's no way you missed me do that because I had to back in a trailer. You just popped in as soon as I finished it, though. Damn it! You should have seen it. I was smooth like that too. I got it in at an awkward angle. And it was slightly off kilter, but they gave it to me anyway. I got the experience for it. I ran a red light too. I don't know who was watching me. Maybe it's one of them things where they got cameras, some shit like that. But oh well. You get traffic violations for anything. You go over the speed limit a little bit, a cop sees you, you get pulled, you get pulled over, but you get ticketed. It's like super quick, but still it sucks. You just drive around. You can just drive around the west and southwest and northwest and everything. It's like, let me look. Hold on. Let's take a look at the wide map. This is what we've got so far, though. We've got Texas. We've got New Mexico. We got Arizona. We got Nevada, Utah, California, Washington, Idaho. What's below Washington? Forget. We got all of it. It's all there. But I haven't been up that way, though. Somebody was asking if there was... Oh, I think it was Honto. He was asking if LA was here. Which it is. I should take a job. I think next time, if I stream this again, which I might, it's kind of fun. But if I end up streaming this again, I think I might just try to like go further west and see how far west I can get. Like, we'll see if we can take a job from New Mexico to Arizona and Nevada, Utah area, and then from there see if we can get into California, maybe check out Hollywood. Trying to learn the bottom of the steering wheel is the front of the trailer, also turning into a 90 degree is best on your driver's side. You know, I've been kind of, when I first started this game, I kind of had trouble backing into ports and stuff with a trailer, and I've kind of been doing stuff like that, and I don't have a wheel. I think it actually would be fun to play this game and use a wheel, but I don't have a wheel, but, you know, I'm using the keyboard. But I've kind of gotten the hang of it a little bit. I think we're getting to that point where, you know, I'm starting to pick up how to maneuver around. Granted, it's a video game too, so it's not like 100% accurate, but we get it done. Alright. I gotta get some rest. There we go. See, now we're fresh. Got my video game music playing. I think this is from, this is the original Soul Edge. We were just playing this a couple weeks ago. Look at my truck. Ain't she a beaut? I got her all, oh shit, we're backing up. I got her all tricked out though. But anyway, we got it done. I don't know that there's any, oh wait, this is not the highway. We gotta double back around. I don't know that there's gonna be any, jobs that are worth taking in Gallup, so I probably don't want to stay here. We might want to just go back to one of the major cities like Albuquerque. Or hell, we could just keep driving. Maybe I should just drive. And like not take any jobs ever. You see the side mirrors? Just bought extensions. Well, those are my side mirrors, and then I got ones on the front. You kind of see from both angles. You can use UI, like, look at that. You can bring up UI to have the mirrors, but I say, what's the fun in that? This is supposed to be a simulator. If I want to use my mirrors, I'm going to take a look with the actual camera and take a look at both of them. Actually, all four of them. But normally, I'd say this is probably my setup for the most part. Just like looking at this particular angle, I can see the GPS, I can see my speedometer, and I can see the left-hand side mirror. You can take a look at all that and just see everything that's going on. Actually, let's get over this way. Probably. There's a number of upgrades. The thing is that you got to level up. I mean, there is gameplay to this, so it's like, you know, you got to play the game. But you can get new mirrors. I've seen that it's an actual thing, and there are like different types of stuff that you can install. There's different trucks too. I picked a Volvo just because I was driving one of the random jobs I took, and it probably felt the best to me. There are other things you can do too. Like, I mean, I can adjust the seat. So if I was feeling like I was a little bit too far or whatever, I can also change the FOV if I want. Usually I like to have FOV kind of around 80 or so, but if this is more realistic, I probably should put it at like 70. You can tilt your head, you can tilt your head, you can also tilt your head. You can change the steering wheel. There's a lot of shit. We can adjust the lights. We can adjust the mirrors. But I think it's just like, you know, the angle of the mirror, not necessarily kind of where they're at from the looks of it, just looking at this here. Man, this song is great. I love early Dragon Quest has such a great soundtrack. And they reused a lot of tunes, but this is one of the good ones. Yeah, you can kit out the truck quite a bit. I might even try some different ones. What I might start doing too is, hey, thank you for gifting this up, man. I appreciate that. Well, Solidus got it. Count yourself lucky. I always tell Solidus he never needs to like sub or anything, but sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. I appreciate it though. But I might take some like odd jobs to try some different trucks to see if there's something I like a little bit better. Because the Volvo's been getting it done, but I don't know. What is that? Home Rock? The hell is that? Oh shit, I merged. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, that was a cop. I think it was anyway. So, yeah, it was. Sorry, that's a state trooper. Jesus. I cut him off. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. You can't ticket me. I've done nothing illegal. Fortunately, he didn't. I'm seeing a little bit of pop in. I had to turn down the graphic settings a little bit. And when because I was getting a little bit of stutter while we've been streaming this, I've been recording it too, but I had to turn down the graphic settings. I'm noticing that there's more pop in now than there used to be, which kind of sucks. Well, I don't know if it was just because we were in a city or what. Now that we're on the highway, I wonder if it might perform a little bit better. Let me take a look though. Options, let's just do Ultra. It's like, yeah, I was playing this before and I couldn't see anything pop in. And now that I'm playing it a little with the graphics turned down, I see a little bit in the distance, some of the mountain ranges or mesas or whatever there are out there, sort of popping in a little bit. Oh well. Oh, we're on I-40. heard I-40 mentioned on the news because there's like some accident on it. It is one of those like main roadways though, so that's completely understandable. So many people that drive on this thing. I play footsies with some people in the truck stop bathroom stall. I haven't given it a try yet, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist, so maybe next time we stop at one of the Sizzlers or something, we give it a try. Now, what do they have on the roadside? It's not Sizzler, it's Iron Skillet, I think. I need to go back to one of those. That or one of the, what is it, Buc-ee's? Go check out Buc-ee's. See what they got going on. We pulled in, we were in Roswell a little bit earlier in the stream, and we pulled into like some back alley. It looked really shady, but you needed to pull in there if you wanted to see like the cutscene for the city. But it didn't look like an open area. It was like, yes, come to this back alleyway so you could do something potentially nefarious. It's not accurate unless you can fish for these things. I was wondering if you can even get that outside of the truck. I'm not even sure if that's possible. I feel like when I was looking at the control layout, when I first started this, there was something like maneuvering outside the vehicle. It didn't quite say that in those terms, but it was something along those lines. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe you can get out of the truck sometime. But I haven't seen a point where you could actually do that kind of thing. But you might have to force it or something. I'm not 100% certain. We're still in New Mexico. This looks familiar. I just don't know what it is. Looks like we're getting into Albuquerque. Somebody just like teleported behind me. Oops. Excuse me. Ah, Sackle. I don't know who that is. It's probably made up. There was an option I saw, I think when you first boot up the game, if you want to have like, what do they call it? The impression that I got from it was that you could have like updated in real-time advertisements, so there was like advertisers that can advertise on the billboards in this game or something. That's how I took it anyway. So I don't know if some of these things we're seeing are for like actual stuff or what. It does seem like there's some like local advertisements, and I keep seeing billboards for Iowa. I think it's because Iowa just got a DLC expansion pack, but something along those lines. Look, there's a sign that says "Advertise here." Now, whether or not that's recreating reality or they actually want you to advertise in their game, I'm not 100% certain. But you never know. There could be somebody advertising something. You had an experience one time watching a streamer play this. I've watched a couple streamers play this, and it always looked fun. Like, it's a simulator, and I know simulators aren't the greatest thing. I guess it depends, like, you know, some streamers I could see, like, role-playing or something with this. I probably wouldn't watch too much of that, but, you know, I would just do what I would normally do when I'm driving a car, which is just going around, like, shooting the shit with the people in chat. Just talk about random shit. The whole time I've been in New Mexico, I've just been talking about stuff that I know about, since this is where I grew up. It's like I've seen all this stuff for the most part. Hey, what's up, Akuma? Makes you want to revisit The Crew? The game The Crew, or do you have a crew somewhere? Had Path to Affiliate in the title. Randomly came in and said you'll help keep the average up. Said ban him, what the hell? Crackhead. What happened? Just freaked out? Thought you were talking about something else or what? Did you get banned? Oh hey, it's Metal Gear 2. And the game, okay. I figured as much, but I wasn't sure. Oh yeah, look at that. They have little lights on the underpasses. See? Pretty nifty, huh? Bet you wish you lived here. The big demo goes driving all around America. They removed your home state. The state of racing, Indiana. That does seem a little counterintuitive, right? Well, luckily, in American Truck Simulator... Actually, I don't think Indiana's in here either. Oh shit, I almost ran I looked a little bit earlier. I didn't see anybody there, but oh well. At least he stuck by you. I get caught up looking at chat. That's crazy, man. You did get banned. Good lord. I don't know. I don't got an answer for some of these streamers. I think people get paranoid. Like, they take things the wrong way. And they don't ask for, like, clarification either. I don't get it. But I know people get, like, super paranoid about stuff on Twitch for whatever reason. I can't even fathom it. They're like, oh, you can't be saying that. Shut up. Tell me what to do. I don't know where we're stopping either. What is this place? I see that there's some companies here, so I think we could possibly take a job here, but I don't know what kind of job we can take. I don't even know if we want to take it. Got a Subway? I see yellow and green. Oh, no, it isn't. What is that? It's a tidbit. Goods and food. Oh, sorry. Sorry! Get out of the way. Whoa, what is that? There's a flammable barrel that's just like in a neighborhood dump. What is that? There's another one. I don't see that around town. Oh no, I go. I just pulled up the map a second ago. I go in it like I go a lot of places. I don't have all the DLC, but I got a shitload of stuff. All of this I can go to. We got, I already ran through it earlier. We got Texas, we got New Mexico, we got Arizona, we got California, we got Nevada, we got Utah, we got whatever's under Washington, we got Washington, Idaho, Nebraska, Wyoming. We have, not quite, but almost everything. They just released Iowa, I think? Yeah, Iowa. That's what I keep seeing the billboards for. So I don't have that because it's like $20. I don't feel like spending that kind of money on this. I actually literally just spent like $20 on the DLC. It was on sale, but still, you know, I don't want to spend an additional DLC just for one state. It's a bit much. I can see the stars. That's not accurate. I haven't been able to see the stars in New Mexico in like 20 years. It is surprisingly photorealistic, and normally the game runs pretty damn good too. I would say it runs completely clean when I'm playing this off stream, but since I'm recording and streaming and everything, it was a little bit choppy. It hasn't looked as bad lately. When I whip the camera around like a lot, it feels like it gets a little choppy. But it mostly runs okay. I don't really know where we're going. We're just kind of driving around. It's fun though. I don't know if it's available on other platforms. It might be a PC only type thing because a lot of these simulators are. But if it's on console or something, I'd recommend it. Gas station. I feel like we just filled up a minute ago, but that's okay. We can fill up again. Hey, that's me. I didn't know you could see the NPC in there. But anyway, it's fun. I think I'm probably going to return to this. We'll probably stop for now because we had a request to start playing some Fortnite, and I did say I was only going to give this another half hour or so, and I ended up going like a full hour. Oh look, we get a camera. Let's see. Let's see what we can see. We can end on this. Oh yeah, there's sirens in the distance. That's definitely Albuquerque. Recommend you play this. About to drive a huge trailer to Michigan on Sunday. You bringing some freight along with you? You got a job to pull? I know you got that camper or something. I don't know if you're bringing that along with you, or if you're picking that up. Oh yeah, we got Zelda music in here. I chalked the in-game soundtrack with just video game music. I just grabbed like a shitload of video game music and just put it in there. I don't know what all's in here, and I put it on shuffles, so it's not like in any given order. But there's been a couple surprises. There was like some Dragon Warrior earlier. There was like Coffin Nails by MF Doom with like a Sega Genesis sound font. That was kind of fun. This track is great. I love this track. This is the Forest Temple on Ocarina. There's a lot of Street Fighter EX3, because that's a really good soundtrack. But I think I popped the full thing in there, and there's like 20 tracks. So we'll probably hear that more often than not. And there's some other stuff too. There's a lot of different tracks. I don't want to say like I hand-picked it, because I really didn't, but at one point I hand-picked it because it's on my actual PC. So there's like some tracks that are really good. Some of it's just like some other crap, I'm sure. Oh, Zelda music again. Of course, this one's for Super Nintendo. Hey, look! Oh wait, never mind. Those are carports. I was like, are those restrooms? Maybe we can try it. Transform and roll out. Let me see real quick. I want to see what the controls are to see if there's actually a way to get out of the truck. Let me take a look. There's wipers. I didn't even know you could use wipers. Light modes, beacon, differential lock, lift and drop axle. Lane assist mode. That must be for the Super Cruise controls. Transmission, suspension, trailer. Auxiliary brakes, interior. This is Soul Blade. I think this is Taki's theme. Route advisor. A bunch of camera controls. Okay, look, there's a walk mode, but how do you get out? Yeah, look, you can even crouch. You crouch and run, but how do you get out of the truck? How do you leave? Push to talk, enable head tracking. Get out. No. I don't know. Hold on, I'm gonna Google it real quick. I'm gonna see if I can find this out. American Truck Simulator exit truck. You can't exit the truck and walk around in the standard game. The game does not have a walk around feature. Oh. You can only exit the truck in specific areas like garages. Oh, for truck customizations. Okay. Oh, well, there might be a mod for that or something, but I guess we can't do it just like freely. It would be kind of funny if you could just like ditch the truck and just start walking around cities. I probably would get a kick out of that too. You know, when Spider-Man, the Insomniac remake, not remake, but the Insomniac like kind of reboot to the series first came out, for a good portion I just like didn't web sling and I just kind of walked around the New York streets. It was sort of fun. What is that? There's like some crackhead out there. He's arguing with, oh yeah, I've seen that actually happen in downtown Albuquerque before. He's having an argument with the street lamp. Actually, full disclosure, I didn't actually witness that. A friend of mine told me he was downtown, and he saw a homeless man that was yelling at a street lamp. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess that does kind of happen sometimes. Oh hey, it's not Drake's, or not Blake's, it's Drake's. That's like the best hamburger you can get in the city. Oh, too bad I can't visit it. Oh well. Anyway, let's save tickets and everything that we've gotten. I'll live with it. I wonder what my driving rating is. Yeah, I know there's a typo in my company too. I was gonna call my company There and Back again. I swear to God, I usually proofread my stuff. I don't know how I missed it, but There only has one E. Let me see. Not that, actually. Career progress, maybe? Not that either. There's a way you could look at your driver. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, look at that. Look at that cool guy. Rating 4.2. It was like at point something when I first started the game. So now it's actually a little bit better. On your 21st birthday, you got into a conversation with a drugged up homeless man who wanted your shoes and told you where good meth was. And not to go to the bad meth store. That sounds fun. I don't think I've ever had an interaction directly with him. No, I have actually. Never mind. That was in Vegas. I think I told this story before, but we went to downtown Vegas, which is like the worst part of Vegas you can go to, like old Vegas, where the Gold Nugget and everything is. It's like the biggest hellhole in that city. And I feel perfectly fine and safe walking around pretty much anywhere in Vegas. That's like one of the few like major public areas where I'm like, oh, you gotta watch yourself around here. And we went into a parking garage, and then we walked outside, and there was some chick that was standing there barefoot, tank top, scrawny, and she was asking me for a Sharpie. And I was having a conversation with her. I forget the contents exactly of the conversation, but I was telling her, like, you know, why would I have a Sharpie? What do you need it for? And just light stuff, because we were waiting for like the light to change so that we could walk across the street. And I just remember telling her, like I didn't have one basically, and she's like, well, what are you doing here? Stop standing in here. And I'm like, it's America. I fully leaned into that shit. And I'm like, I can stand where I want. And then she backed down entirely. She's like, oh yeah, I guess I can. But when we went back, we had gone all up and down, and there's all sorts of crazy people that we saw in that downtown area. But when we had gone back to get the car from that garage, she was getting arrested. And she was fighting off like 5 cops. It was crazy. As small as she was, she must have been hopped up on something, but she was like fighting off like 5 cops. They were grabbing her from underneath the arms. She was kicking the shit out of all of them. Not like literally, not like busting out martial arts, but she was just like kicking her feet everywhere and kicking them all in the face and stuff. They finally rammed her onto the hood of a cop car, and they got some cuffs on her legs and everything. They were searching her pockets. There was little crystal meth looking paraphernalia packed into her pockets. It was kind of crazy. I have a recording of it somewhere. I had a recording on an old Meth Tech Enforce. I had a recording of it on an old camera. I don't know if I still have that camera or not though, but I was taking archival footage of it. So it's like, I should have a recording of those events somewhere. I just don't know where they are. That was a funny trip, though. I hated that place. That downtown Vegas area, though. That place sucks. I would never go there again unless somebody had never visited and I wanted to show them, like, the absolute worst in humanity. Alright. That'll be it for American Truck Simulator for tonight. I think we might come back to this. I might come back to this next Wednesday. We might take a look at doing a little bit more. Lane, I don't know if you're lurking, but I'll be booting up Fortnite in a second here, so if you want to watch that or get in on some Blitz action, I think he wanted to play Blitz. But give me a sec and I will do a BRB. Is this Vegas theme? Whose theme is this? I'm trying to place it. Let me go to the radio. Oh, it's Cracker Jack. Never mind. On your way. Alright. I hate to ditch such a good song, but yeah, give me a second. I'll do a BRB, change the ticker and everything, and we'll get on it. So give me a sec.